Oh, where did Heather go? Oh, there's Heather.
Liv Big Tree is here.
Oh, yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, she came. That's really
Oh,
nice.
hi, Liv.
Well, she's still getting in, but
Okay. That's Lindsay. Hello, Lindsay.
Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Let me know when you want me to start, and I will go with the introduction. Should we wait for a couple more minutes?
well, I'll start by saying that this video is brought to you by Cornwall Art Hive. It is our In the Artist Studio series, and this week we're featuring Yafa Goawily.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
I'm going to hand you off to Linda Geisel, who's going to do an introduction.
This is a short introduction about Yafa. Well, Yafa is a relatively newcomer to our country. She came from Egypt and she studied fine arts in Alexander University. And she brought to Canada not only her skills and her talents, but also her great big heart and energy. Yafa also brought to the community of Cornwall the Art Hive, which is intended to create a safe space for people to meet and interact through art. And today, Yafa is going to be showcasing her beloved art form of body painting and belly dancing. So without further ado, Yafa Goawily. Your sound is off.
Yes. Thank you so much, Linda. Thank you, Richard. And thank you for everyone who is joining us today. It really means much to me to see you coming online. And I just, try to prepare a little bit about what I'm doing to share with you. And I was thinking to share something about the history of the dance, the history of the body painting. And then I was thinking, you know what? You can actually have your own research in this. I would love to share with you my story and to make it more intimate with you, to tell you why I love doing what I'm doing. So I'm curious about learning about humans, about people. And I think I was super lucky that I grew up in a family that they all do art. So I thought that the whole world should be like this, right? Everyone should connect through art. And my father is he's a writer. He writes for theater, and he have like 2 books already. My mom, she's creating this silver, and I have an uncle, and he's a photographer. My cousins, they're all actors, dancers. So we grew up in theater, and then I decided to study filmmaking. So I'm done with my college in fine art, and then I get a diploma from filmmaking as well. And I think it was not ever about what I'm studying. It was about my passion to take more workshops and to include myself with organizations that they do kind of art and community work. And from here, I become this kind of passionate person about art and connecting with people. And today, I would love to share with you a little bit more about my body painting workshop and my love to the belly dance. And of course, I'm opening, ask me questions. Let me know if you want to know anything that I thought it by default, you know it, but you want to ask about. I'm happy talking with you. Okay? Thank you. So I'm going to share my screen, and I would love to, I think I'll go first with some pictures about the history to my work, like, the old days, let's say. And you let me know if you can see the pictures. Can we see the pictures together?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Perfect. So I'm going to try to open one by one and quickly tell you what happened, why this workshop was happening. And before we start the pictures, I want you to know that the body painting project started 20 years ago when I was in my college studying 6 hours, just trying to get the banana done and the flower and this beautiful elements. But in my heart, I always wanted to do more. So I started painting in myself first. And then from here, I started painting my friends. And it just keeps, it didn't stop. I started making a workshop and I connected with people who are open to this idea. And I'm blessed to be now here that actually can share more about the body painting, and people are more open-minded and open-hearted to this kind of art. So do you see with me my friend Jason here? So this project basically,
Yafa, can you bring up the pictures? They're a little hard to see in thumbnails.
Oh, they're still like small?
Yes.
I don't know. It doesn't, yeah, it opens for me, but when I, okay, let me try something else. I'm gonna stop sharing and sharing again, and I'll go here, and let's hope it will open in a big size. So I'm not really as well with all this connection I'm trying to build. I'm not so good with technology sometimes. So here we go. Is this better?
Can't see anything.
No?
Just you.
I love you. Okay. Is this better?
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yay! So my friend Jason here was one of the solo sessions that we made here in Cornwall with Korean Gallery, and that was my solo exhibition. And finally, I was able to talk more about the body painting, and making one-to-one session was something that I did maybe 3-4 years ago with pregnant ladies, with people who are, want something to remember as couples, or even, you know, people they want to have fun. So I usually use this kind of covers, the washable one. It's easy to wash, doesn't stay too long. But with having my partner Kaiser taking pictures like this one keeps the project alive, because it's not a tattoo. It will just, you know, go away, and we will just keep the memory of the session. And sharing with you about this exhibition exactly, like when I did the exhibition, I felt so happy, of course, but I lost the connection. For me, my peak happiness at the moment when I deal with the people. When it becomes to a picture, it becomes something different. And I think this was a new feeling for me, that I'm letting go of my happiness of creating in the moment, in the body of the people. And now it's a way of me, it become a picture that everybody can see it later. And this was a good experience to learn. And here the painting is happening. I use my hands sometimes and brushes, it's different. And I think it was very successful and good journey working with him. This is my starting group. I start with people who are passionate about yoga and meditation. And when I start telling them about the body painting, they welcomed me. And I think I grow more when I work with people, not when I work for me to myself. So this was a happy moment. Here, jumping to the belly dance. For me, working with the body was always something that I'm concerned and passionate about. So starting doing yoga since I'm 14 years old gets me to love to connect my soul and body together. And I figure out that the belly dance, it was my form of keeping myself happy. I'm not really comfortable being in the gym, and I don't like competition or who's gonna run faster and who's gonna jump higher. So I choose to teach dance as happiness. Again, that was part of my blessings and lucky growing up as a child with a family that they all work in art and theater. They welcomed the idea of me attending workshops for step dancing, belly dancing, group dancing, and, you know, shadow puppets, theater puppets, storytelling. And I thought this is my life. It was, I couldn't go for, you know, to a course to learn cooking, but I went for art. So this is my group, different girls, and this was like, I think 7 years ago, before I got my second child, Mr. Adam. And we rented a very simple room to practice. And jumping to the body painting, it was always about getting these two bodies connected and what's happening when we paint in each other. So when you see this ones here, for example, like this one here, this is a solo painting, right? So I didn't get my friend here to be with someone else. It was her moment to just be by herself, which is the one that you saw in the gallery. Working with group of people was very interesting to see them, how they connect after they see the colors in their own body. It was always beautiful because they feel more connected. And if people, they don't know each other, they get very well together after having this body painting sessions. And of course, with COVID, we couldn't create more, but I found it very smooth kind of connection between people when they practice doing art together. And what is better than painting in each other? It was just magical. This is a big group, private sessions, very, very old sessions. It's like maybe 14 years ago. And again, back to the dance, I didn't stop. I rented another room and I continue make the belly dance as my way of connect with, my part of my culture. And here was a group of people doing the body painting. I included my kids. So kids are, I think it's important to see adults doing what we want them to love later. So if I want my kids to love art, I do art in front of them, I dance in front of them, I share with them my happiness. So my children have been always welcome to come till they don't want to, they're welcome. And as you see, we practiced part of meditation and then art was part of this kind of trips. This is a solo session with Rose. I got to meet Rose here in Canada and she's an awesome person. And this is part of my work in a refugee camp. We couldn't do the body painting. It was a little bit hard and difficult. So we decided to paint in the walls in the camp. And it was beautiful working with them, just a little bit different kind of work because they decided to separate girls and boys, like not in the same group, but it was okay. Anyway, art is supporting the idea in the end. And this is as well, that was in Dubai again. And I think this was Switzerland, only for 2 days, a workshop. This is here in Cornwall, who's beautiful Kylie solo body painting session. And this is a group session in the desert. This was Dubai. And this is a private party when I did use the glue in the dark colors. So I used the glue in the dark colors and it's really working amazing in parties when people as well want to add some fun for their own gatherings. So I always get the body painting including because we are as adults, we're also kids inside. We want to have fun. We want to paint a little bit. And people just feel different. It's like when you put a mask and you become a different character, it encourages people a little bit more to open and talk. And I think it's just magical. This was in Montreal, my first body painting session in Montreal. And this is when the newspapers start writing about us. This is Kaiser, my partner, and he's the one who's taking the pictures for all my body paintings from 20 years ago. And here was our friend and mayor at the time. And that was an honor that she actually came and supported. It was really nice. And more pictures. And this is my solo body painting. I did paint myself and my friend took pictures of me, which is one of the switching a little bit. I want to be part of what I'm doing more and more. And I would love to go for a video, if you don't mind, and we can stop for questions and then we go for a video. So what do you think?
Very nice. I want to ask you, Yafa, all the design on the body, are there any symbolism involved in the design itself?
Okay, thank you, Linda, for asking. I have a very strong belief that all the designs comes from the people themselves, and then I add part of myself in it. So it's like we get the idea together. So when I talk with the people about what they want in the body, because I believe whatever you have in your body is like when you have a tattoo or something, it will always relate to you, and it's something that you want to keep in your skin, and it makes you shine more or open more or reminds you with someone. So we have to get some exercise in the beginning and we talk about what the intention of having this in our body. And in the middle, I add myself because I'm there too. So I have this, this feeling of always the mandala in my designs. And I have to repeat kind of balance between the shapes. and I would love to add some opening and sun in what I do to the skin. But usually we speak with people and we ask them. And Jade, my friend, if you don't mind, you can share a little bit of your experience as well with body painting, because we talked first about what you remember. Do you want to share? Because this was also a very special session.
Okay, I don't mind. So we had this session here at my mother's house, my parents' house in Cornwall. I felt it was a very, it was like my roots. Like I grew up in this house, I'm comfortable here. And it was just kind of when COVID was dwindling down, right? So I wasn't too comfortable just going anywhere. So we had our little speech, our little moment together before. We held hands and we kind of talked about like, what do you want this to say about you? And I had prepared a little written statement to say, I wanted to be a colorful mosaic. I wanted to be a rainbow. I wanted to, like, I am a queer individual. I'm non-binary. I'm otherwise people would say I'm a gay person. So here I am supporting diversity Cornwall. So I wanted that to really not be something I'm hiding. I wanted to let it be a part of the vision I had for this body painting. And I thought it was also very healing to just literally strip down and be bare to other people and to have this experience of touch and feeling and sensation and lights and it was glorious. I was happy to be a part of it. I was in my element for sure.
It was an honor. Thank you. Every time I go through the experience of the body painting with someone, I feel that we're more connected immediately. In even the retreats, that when we stayed three days together, we couldn't leave easily. People have been hugging each other and we got some tears because we're just leaving. And this is the unconditional way of love and giving with genuine kind of kindness when people hug each other, because I think that's what we miss, especially with COVID. So when we're able to be back, I think I'm going to offer free body painting in the street or something and let people feel this happiness, because it's healing. Art is healing, and give kindness and genuine love is healing. And whatever best you can do, if it's dance, if it's body painting, everybody's welcome to add. So my way of adding to this healing for everyone, and including myself, is the body painting and the dance. And I would love to share with you a small video, and I hope I will make it right. Okay,
Can I just say something? Can I say something?
Yes, of course.
I think that this must be very good to help reduce body shaming.
Thank you, because we don't work with someone who's already like feeling at the model. Everybody's beautiful in their own way, and we are all beautiful, and we are beautiful because we're different. And who put the rules? Who's pretty, tall or short, or everybody's pretty. And actually adding this body painting to and open to everyone with no judgment, it was very healing experience. And I know that my friends who tried this with me, they know that it was healing for me and them as well.
Mhm.
I'm going to take you now to part of the body painting exhibition that it had been in online for a while now. For me, it's very new that I can actually go inside a room and see my work. And they like wrote stuff about us, me and Kaiser. And then I believe we should be able to reach to the exhibition when you say enter the room. So enter the exhibition. So when you press enter the exhibition, I'm going to be more than happy to share with you, of course, how we can see the photo.
These are pictures that Kaiser took?
Mm.
This is part of the exhibition that's it's already online, and I'm more than happy to share with you the link. You can go again and see it whenever you want. And this is happening with Marsoom, and Marsoom is a gallery that builds online. And I believe this is a new way of connection that we actually gaining. So we have in person now, and we're not going to lose the online. The online is part of our future connection. So I'm not really good at it, but I'm learning in the process.
Those were pictures that Kaiser took?
All my pictures Kaiser took, except my own pictures. But all the pictures, and even the one that is here now, which is part of it, is it's all Kaiser work. So Kaiser himself is a very talented photographer, and he is passionate about pictures. I believe working with me in this project made us, we learned a lot. We learned a lot about our art opinion, working together, being partners in life and in art. It's a big thing. So we did work together, and I heard him saying that he grew doing this project, especially as a male. I think that was healing part for him as well, to work with all these beautiful ladies with trust and love. That was really nice. But again, my passion is basically making the workshops to experience this with everyone. So I would love to go back to the workshops. I actually started yesterday, and not everybody is okay with pictures as a start, but I'm happy to go back to create this happiness with everyone. No one has to feel, stressed about it, because you can just come with your swimming suit, with a shirt, with your, just to play. The main intention is to have fun. Okay, any questions?
Are you teaching by appointment only? So just say if I wanted to get my body painted, I just call you. Is that how that works?
Okay, so again, thank you, Linda, for asking. So I let's say about the time that I was doing this as every week almost, it was basically private sessions, and it was workshops. So you can call me and take a private session for yourself, your partners, excuse me, for yourself and your kids with you, to create something different. So we don't sit with white clothes and smile and that's it. We can actually add to this, to add to the picture, more fun and happy. And this, if it's only for you, your partner, your family, it have to be like a private session. So you connect with me, I tell you what I can offer, and you send me what's your intention from this body painting session, and I'll come for you. I did it for couples, pregnant ladies. I did it for 2 girls together, 2 boys together, group of people that they celebrating birthday parties in a fun, artistic way. And this was my passion all the time, right? And the second thing is I open a workshop, which is anyone can come just to try. So it's of course it will like be different experience, because you're coming to be with different people you don't know, but it works perfectly with retreats. So if we're going to do 2 days traveling somewhere, body painting is excellent to get people together, opening this circle of talking and healing together. And from there, if we start with the body painting, it ends up in the last 2 days of the retreat that people are connecting, dancing together. They feel there is no shame of being together. And this is, I think this was basically my intention, that we should get comfortable having each other.
Do you have a website then, just to sort of showcase your service and the prices, that kind of thing?
Oh, thank you. Actually, I have a page, and the page is Body Painting Plus Movement, but you will not find much about how can you, pay or whatever, because I stopped for the last 1.5 years. I think I'm one of the artists who gets really hit hard when the pandemic started, because I couldn't touch people, I couldn't make my workshops, and all my work is with people, right? But I see it comes in a good way, or it's always when one door will close, another door will open. I learned more about the technology. I started to try to connect through the internet, and I did my first solo exhibition for my body painting. But yes, thank you for mentioning this. I'm going to add basically since like September, the sessions of, if you want private, if you want a group session, if you want to celebrate your first day, I'm more than happy to come and add this happiness. Because not only for kids, they need the face painting, which is make them change and different voices. And you can see in the theater, people, when they put the mask, they transfer to something else. Same with the body painting with the people. Even with, if you have, I will work with people who got kind of, you know, scar, I would say like pain, if it's shown outside or it's inside, and it heals both. I believe in art. Art is magical, and I tried it and it worked. So yes, I will add this very soon, Linda. Thank you. Can I take you to some ladies that she inspired me for the belly dance?
Sure.
Okay, so do you see my screen now with this hand here? Okay, so this lady, her name is Tahaya Carioca. Tahaya Carioca is one of my idols, ladies who have been dancing for happiness. She promoted for the happy dance and happy for herself. When at the maximum happiness, when I dance for me, and then when I got this happiness and I can have it in my hand, I'm able to share it with others. So she didn't just make a show, and she didn't dance for other men to see her dancing, and she didn't sell the idea of the dance. She was basically dancing for her own happiness. And I can see this in her work, and I want you please to share with me this, and then I can share with you my own dance.
Are there any sound to the video, Yafa?
I think you have to go up to where it says share screen.
There was no
under
sound?
Options. No, there was no sound.
Forgive me for this. I always, okay, so I should actually pause the sharing. And why there is no sound?
It's one of the options on the top where it says sharing screen.
It is your screen share this pause and resume sharing and more. Share sound, pause. Forgive me, guys. And here we go. This is the Tahaya again.
It's not playing. You need to hit play. It's still not playing. No. We're not getting video. We're just getting a still.
Richard, is the sound is on?
I think the sound was on. I got stuff in my ears, but it was just the still picture.
Oh, so the sound is not really working properly. But again, I will try, not with this video, maybe another video, but I want you to know that Tahaya Carioca was one of the people who inspired me. She passed away already, but she was special about how she offered her dance. I was always thinking about offering dance as a happy thing to share with people. So I decided, instead of performing, and I did this when I'm very, very young, I would love to teach more. So my passion is actually sharing what I know, what makes me happy. I'm sharing with people what makes me happy. So that might make them happy too.
Yafa, if you share that link on the page for this event, we could all go back and watch it on our own time.
I will, and I'm so sorry that it's, I didn't know the sound is here is okay, maybe. I'll try again, bear with me, I'm sorry for that.
No problem.
it's like not the first time it's happening, but I will go again, share, and I have share sound is okay. So I'm going to go here and share again, and let me know if you can hear it.
Yes, we can hear it.
Okay, so again, I wanted to share with you more about the history of the belly dance, and I thought, you can actually do your own research. I'm happy to share with you my story with the belly dance. So as the body painting was healing and very cooling and started since I was studying in fine arts, I was thinking that the belly dance was very inspiring and powerful and get this feminine energy out in a happy way. So we can dance in a circle, we can dance in weddings, we can dance together. It was always something that I would love to practice and teach. And no one is ever like too big, too small, too old, or doesn't know how to dance. I have been teaching belly dance with people who never tried it before, different culture. And again, this is the intention of to get to know each other through the basic and simple stuff, sharing a meal, dancing together, listening to different music. And this stuff, it will stay longer than talking about, hi, I'm coming from, I don't do this. I dance with you, I do art with you, and here we build bridges. So any questions about the belly dance? Yes.
I have a question.
Yes, sure.
It's so often when we see belly dance, it's always done by female. I mean, they're beautiful.
I'm sorry.
Are there any?
It started by itself.
Are there any dances that men like? Do men do belly dancing? I guess that's my question.
Yes, they do, definitely. The belly dance is open for everyone. It's not kind of gender-based something. It just as well culture-wise, they want to promote that it's basically for females. But now things are changing, right? And if you want to dance belly dance, there is some movement that yes, for men, they can like practice and do it more. But if you like, as a human, as a person, to dance and get the spirit of the dance in, everybody can learn, everybody is welcome to dance. And actually some weddings when they have converted, like people who are very strict about seeing female dancing, the males, they go up in the stage and they dance even better than the females, and the females will be up in the apartments, not in the main party dancing alone separately. But it become a normal thing that males can dance. And sometimes I would say, and it happened, I saw males dancing perfectly without again shaming who's doing what, because it's just for happiness, right? And it's super weird that actually it's happening in a very strict kind of circle sometimes, but only the exception is the dance. Everything is welcome and you can do whatever you want because this is a special moment of creating happiness. So they let go.
Mm.
Okay, so can I share with you part of my belly dancing techniques? Oh, thank you. Okay, and we have friends from all over. This is so exciting. Okay, I want you please, because we are actually sitting in our bum bums for almost half an hour now. I want you to try, if you have the energy and the intention to move, to try to stand up a little with me, because this is how I did the belly dance in Zoom when I couldn't see people. Let's try to stand, like give yourself a space. You're sitting for a very long time. Move a little bit. Perfect. Okay, you don't have to show us a screen, but at least you start by standing up if possible. And I was always telling my friends who came to the belly dance workshops, basically, you have to find your strengths. What is your strengths part in your body? Like, is it this part? For me, the left part, or it's the right part. So check yourself, check your body and choose which part is stronger. I would love to see Pierre and Neil and Lindsay and Anthony, if possible, trying. Thank you, Lindsay, you're trying already. I love you, let's go. So when we're standing, check your body. Which part is stronger, this side or this side? And when you can feel the balance, when you just stand, for me, for example, I'd love to move this part more. Anyone is trying? Linda, you did it before. So it's also a sport, yay, Jade. So this is stronger for me. So I'd love always to move this part. How can I move this part more than this part? I keep this leg straight and I bend a little bit this knee. I bend my knee and I just move it up and down. So this is one movement we're going to learn today. Up and down, up and down. Yes, but it's like when you're angry or someone is teasing you and like, you know, this old fashioned way. So just like that. Okay, let's try. Okay, Pierre, want to say something? Yes, you're raising your hand here. No, you don't. Okay. I put some music and we try in this. It's just the same movement with different rhythm.
Here we go on one side, couldn't do the other.
It's still, all the movement is here. You can just add some hands if you want to, but everything is here. Okay, who did what? Anyone? Zaid, I saw you. You did great. Hi.
I did the snake.
But thank you for trying. Thank you. So again, basically, the belly dance for me, it's a happy dance. It goes with your spirit, with what you want to share with yourself and then others. Any questions?
Are there any kind of precaution, you know, if somebody wanted to come and learn belly dancing, you know, like, as you know, we all have different capabilities or stiff joint or other kind of stuff. Are there anything that we should watch out for if we want to participate in the belly dancing?
I always say for everyone, listen to your body. You don't stress yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same concept like the yoga. I need to listen to my body and I do what I can. And your body will let you know if I can go that much or more or upper. You always have this connection. And I can't tell you, there is no, everybody also can dance differently. I can do this movement, but you can do it this way. And it's still fine. There is no right and wrong. There's just an inspiration of moving with the hips. And this is what I'm trying to share. Move your hips. This is the intention. And basically, you have it all in your body. It's all in you. But people add kind of, this kind of stuff. Richard, can we go for this? I go for the speaker view. Can I go for the speaker view?
The speaker
I
view?
think it's up to us, yeah.
No, maybe Richard can do it from his side.
Well, I can do it for me.
Okay, so I will just go here. I want just to get a close shot for you guys too. So this is one of my old and beloved ones that I started to dance with. And thank God I discovered a place here in Cornwall, they sell more. But I put more accessories when I want to, make it bigger, the movement itself. You can add some accessories like this one, as well as we see with the Hive Carioca. She used this, right? This is also very artistic and simple, and I believe it's very old. They have it as well in the Spanish culture, but bigger. So it's also help with the rhythm, to give the rhythm to yourself, to make the rhythm with your feet, to know when you want to move. And if you have originally a drummer with you, that will really help him to connect with you, just to hear, even if he doesn't see your movement, he will hear what you're doing, what's happening. So you can sing together. And I have some like traditional costumes. So this is one of the traditional ones that's for, show and theater groups and stuff. It comes with this.
I can't right now.
Also to add more movement and like this one. And of course, these days, they created so much more. So I'm going to show you one of the modern way of dancing. Tahaya Carioca was dancing, and she's the one that inspired me and gets me to be in. And of course, later on, I continue with courses and classes, and I took maybe 3-4 with how to use a stick, how to use instruments. And I have my own way now, which is the spiritual way of connection between my body and my soul. It's not only about the dance, it's about the happiness, basically. But now in the modern dance, we can see here, and let me know if the sound is on. Can we see? Can we hear?
Yeah, we can see and hear.
وشربت حجر عالشيشة مع دودو والسبع ويشة وشربت حجر عالشيشة مع دودو والسبع ويشة وخدني جعران والكابتن ورحنا عند عمد فيشة خدني جعران والكابتن ورحنا عند عمد فيشة ونزلت وانا ماشي في الشارع.
Okay, so this is very, very modern, and they don't follow any rules. Tahaya Carioca was having a beginning and stop, and like she's telling a story with her dance, and she have kind of a theater performance. Nowadays, they created just, street dance, festival dance, just movement dance. So there is no rules, actually. It's development and growing in a very different way with different groups. So I prefer Tahaya Carioca because she's still my best dancer, and we have lots of the old classic way of dancing. But again, there is no rules, no right and wrong. People can add and create their own. And I feel that this is the intention, that we learn from each other and we add to the dance whatever makes us happy and comfortable, basically with our bodies. So this is what I wanted to share for you. I have more pictures and more stuff, but I prefer to talk with you. Any more questions? Do you want to ask about anything?
Is there a specific music to go with specific dances? Like is there belly dancing music, or is it just whatever has rhythm?
Okay, so I know that in Egypt, which is I grew there, right? So I got to know there is a belly dance music. And then with me traveling to London and Germany and Switzerland and different European countries, I found it very easy for people to understand the rhythm. So I prefer to work with drums because everybody can understand the, and we go ahead with the rhythm. We move with the rhythm, because if I make it more complicated, I get the root of the dance with the word and the lyrics. It would be harder for people who's interested to learn. But yes, there is actually basic music for the belly dance, and I will share with you part of it. Like all the drummers knows about it. Hear it. So they use this drum, which is a very common one, and they have words for each, with each hit, which is for the belly dance. It's called dom, s, and tak. So they move between dom, s, and tak, and they play in this, and they create the shape of the rhythm. So it could be dom, dom, is tak, it could be dom, 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 sak, tak, tak. It's different and goes faster and slower. And if a dancer wants to grow, she needs to grow her ears with that. She needs to grow to listen to the music and to keep going, because it's a relationship between her and the people who are playing music, basically the drummer. And again, nowadays, they just put, a tape or something. But this is not, I would not say wrong, but this is not the original. The original is the relationship between the music, live, and this body moving alive. And then they build this extreme happiness. This is why I was thinking missing the live music in the whole world for the last year, or concert, or things that happening in the moment, in the now. This is part of a pleasure that we can create it. It have to be live. So yeah, the drum have a name. It's called the baladi, the belly dance baladi.
And Yafa, do you play any instruments? Or hey, Yafa.
Hi, Pierre. I'm happy you're here.
Can you play instruments like drums and stuff? Or
I don't play except some drums, yes, but I'm not professional. But I took also classes to learn, but I'm not the best. Like I know how to jam with someone. I know how to make it happen if we're playing in a circle. But when I choose, I will leave the drum and go dance. And that was happening since I'm a kid, that I decided to move more. So I tried to sit and I tried to learn guitar for 3 months and then continue. I tried to learn the oud, which is the Arabic original of the guitar, kind of, and I couldn't continue. I feel more in the move, more in doing things. I think moving calms me down more. When I sit and try, it's fun, but I didn't continue my course. If this is, but I did continue 4 courses in the belly dance. I know my passion now.
Yeah.
And
very cool.
Thank you. We have like 10 minutes more if you want to share with me something, or I can show you another video from my workshops.
I think there is a possibility, because we have a local group of artists, as you know, the focus art, and other artists as well. On odd time, we'll invite models to come so that we can do live drawing. And I think the belly dancing will create a really interesting subject with the forms and shapes and so on. It'll be wonderful. We'll someday have you to be one of our models so that we can draw you.
I would love to. That's
a good idea.
Thank you. Of course, I'm more than happy to share and connect the arts together. The same thing when I do the body painting, this is part of the art. When there is guys are taking a picture, it is different way of art. This is photography art. When we have it to be in a gallery, it's a third way, because people can see it not in the spot, not in the moment. It's just, and of course, building bridges between all this art, it's lovely. So yes, I'm in for more dancing, of course. And I would love to show you the last video I have here for you. You can find it on my page as well. And let me know if the sound is on.
Could you turn it down a little bit?
So this is one of my favorite videos, that when people came together very easily and there was no pressure, no stress, the environment and the exercises, the retreats we were attending were like opening and helping people to get together. So adding to it, the body painting was easy. It's always different with different people, with different groups. This is why as well I figure out it makes me alive, because I work all the time with different people, different energy, and it doesn't end. The pleasure of trying and making this experience grow. Open discussion, because I shared with you everything, and I'm going to share with you more through the page. And Liv is here.
Hi. I just want to say I don't have any questions, but I just today, like, art is such an industry, and I love that you're sticking to, art is supposed to be healing for everyone. That's, the essence of art. And I love that you're sticking to that. And I just really, really admire what you're doing. And I can't wait to work with you more and do this, be able to do this with you. Yeah, just showing my support. Hi, everyone.
Liv, thank you. I couldn't hear the last sentence, but I can feel your love. Thank you so much. Thank you. And yes, I know that people who are open to try and play and connect, they will find each other. And since I saw Liv the first time ever with a sage in the market, I was like, yes, I'm gonna create something with Liv. We're gonna do something together. And I want to as well take this chance to tell you that Liv will be as well with us in the Cornwall Art Hive, part of the artist who's coming next to present her beautiful art. And Liv, she's very powerful, talking about cases that really matter for the community, for the people, through her art, which is I really admire that you're saying it out loud through your art. And I can't wait for your session, Liv. Okay, so do you want me to share more pictures from what I have? I have here in them with me in my house. And this will be very soon in the art walk and in Appleton Arts and in some places around our Cornwall downtown, to tell people that they can actually buy the art. If they like it that much to buy it, everything will go for a very, very big discount, because I'm ready for a new wave to come. So I'm happy giving what I have now. So if Kaiser is here, we'll talk with you about the difference, why he did choose this kind of paper printing. This, I don't know much about his choices as a photographer. I left this for him, but I always, for me as an artist, when I choose my Canva as people, and I prefer to see them moving with it. So it is lovely to see the painting moving. So we have two parts in the session, when we do the paint, and part when I ask each lady to start moving, to try to add herself, her body, her soul to what we did, what did we create. And why I say ladies, because my beautiful sisters who said yes for the pictures, there's 3 ladies, it's open for everyone. And I did, of course, some beautiful people around, but they have been not open for sharing their pictures. But everybody's welcome to try. And I think, especially after what we went through all together in the pandemic, we might be ready to try new experience, new things. There is no time to be afraid of creating, right? Because we don't know what's happening in the future. So let's enjoy the experience what we have now. So what else? I can show you this one here. This is Rose, my friend. And I found Rose very inspiring as well. She kind of leaded the session in her way when she kept talking about herself, her journey, what she went through in life. She inspired me with this fire colors, and I decided to keep her face with no colors to just keep the connection with the human skin, so we'll be able to see her skin. And each person is different. I can always say the guidelines, but when it comes to the paint itself, each person is different.
Well, thank you, Yafa. Is this the end of your presentation for today?
Thank you so much.
All
Pleasure
right.
is all mine. I'm happy sharing my art and my passion for the body painting and dancing with you all. And for any future events and happiness and connecting, I would be more than happy to be part of whatever comes. And I want to share with you all that I'm really honored to see people I didn't see them before coming. This is a pleasure. Thank you for opening the circle and connecting together. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Pierre. You're nice to see your face, man. Thank you, Liv, Jade, Neil, Linda, and Richard. I love you all. Thank you so
Well,
much.
thank you for your presentation. I
Thank
just want to
you.
mention that for some of you newcomers here, if you visit our Art Hive page, you're going to see past episodes of our presentation, various artists. Pierre himself, was our first presenter for our visiting an artist studio. Next one in September, we will have Jade Thompson. She's here with us today. She's going to talk about digital art. And of course, Liv will be joining us in October. So we're quite exciting about the lineup. And just to let you know also that on August 27th is a Friday night, we are going to have art walk in downtown Cornwall. So if you, Anthony, welcome to come down, see our little town south of where you are. We will have music and performance art, and Yafa will be dancing. And we also have a lot of visual artists, makers, as well as writers.
When and where is that?
It's August 27th, is a Friday night from 4 to 8.
Okay,
It's right downtown Cornwall.
okay.
Okay, so you should find that in on our Facebook page as well. All right. Are there anything anyone like to say before we close off? Liv, I did send you an email just to let me know if you receive it.
Art Walk is on Facebook as Cornwall Art Walk, and there's also cornwallartwalk.ca.
Yeah. So,
And the Cornwall Art Hive will promote as well for the Cornwall Art Walk. We're all connected. So the big thing we need to focus for the next 2 weeks is the art walk, but the Art Hive will be there as well. And the Art Hive will promote for the art walk.
Cornwall Art Hive has an event at Lamoureux Park tomorrow.
Tomorrow we have a big
2 to
event as
4.
well as an Art Hive, open for everyone. Basically, let's hope families and kids will join and everybody's welcome. We'll be at the park from 2 to 4, free material, free art for everyone. Let's create together. We just add some happiness in the
It's
air.
beside the splash pad.
all right. Does anyone have anything to say before we close off?
Is the location of the events on your website there or your Facebook page, I guess?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'll check the page then.
Yeah. Tomorrow is more for family. Last time we were down there, we have like 20 kids.
The art attack. We had lots of kids
Yeah,
around.
art attack,
It's also fun because this is the spirit of doing art in the street. It's not like closed or a session or you pay for a class. Creating art, in my eyes, I always see it, it's part of your life. You eat every day, you dance every day if you want, and you create some art because it's not necessary to create an artist. It creates a better human. And this is, I think, the basic intention from the Art Hive is to create better connection, better people to connect with each other through art. And it's not necessary at all to guarantee that everybody will be an artist. You're an artist in your own way. The way you choose your clothes, the way you talk with people, the way you put your house together. But I think building this concept of art is open for everyone. It's really important, especially again after what we went through. So everybody's welcome for the Art Hive. Everybody's welcome for the Art Walk. We keep promoting and support each other. I'm so, again, thrilled and honored to have you all here today. Can't wait to see you and dance with you in the real life, in person.
Thank you,
Thank you very
Yafa.
much.
On that note, we have to bring this to an end. Thank you all
Yes,
for
it's
coming.
3 and 1 minute now.
Thank you all for coming, and we'll see you at the next one.
Thank you, Richard.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Especially Jade.
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you.
Yes, and
All
then Lev, and then Kara. See you
Yes.
guys.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Thank you.
I know.